Happy Feature Friday. I'm quite honestly very glad it's Friday. So I hope you feel the same way. Just an kind of an FYI, next week is going to be a little bit different in that Rachel and I are both out of town. Those of you on the email list know that we're headed to DC for a conference. So we will be covering all like live chat and stuff like that, but it just will be a little bit, probably a little bit more sporadic than normally. But we have not forgotten about you. We will have our computers, and then Janine will be taking the Monday like she usually does, and then agency school on Wednesday for those of you in that. So just some fun stuff. And then I'm hoping that I've heard that a couple of you are coming. And the links will not change. The In a perfect world, we're able to change the link behind the scenes. It's just when we forget to do it until like 2 minutes before the video starts, that's when you guys have problems finding us. So totally user error. But the fact will be good. Yeah, for new folks, there's trainings for everyone available on Monday at 11 Central Daylight Time, and Friday, which you're at right now, Feature Friday at 9 on Friday. So aspirationally, if you want to get into expanding your business into an agency or enterprise level, meaning that you would have accounts underneath of you, agency level also comes with a special training that is on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. So, and some training and all sorts of fun stuff there. So if you ever have any questions about that, ask whoever brought you in, or you can send me a message through live chat. So yes, and mostly recorded, like with about 75%. So, which, it's better than nothing. So every day we just try to be better than nothing. So, oh my goodness, we got a full house this morning. I keep letting people in. Oh, Dr. Lana's here too. We haven't seen your face in a while. And
We've been praying for you, Dr. Lana.
so good to see you.
Thank
And
you very much.
I actually talked to Kathy Frost yesterday too, who we haven't seen in a little while. So hopefully we're good. I need a fathom. Yeah, technology. Cares like, what am I doing in this surrounded by people who hate technology? It's so easy. I know.
Holly, you literally set it up once and it's forever done. And then it all just like if you ever need a recording, they're all there and they're searchable and you get transcripts and it's amazing and it's free.
All right.
Hey,
One thing
Holly,
at
I'll
a
even
time.
book a call with you, no charge. I'll set up your Fathom for you.
So she's really doing this for all of your benefit. Thank you. See how much she loves you guys.
We should all chip in and thank Kara.
Yeah, exactly. You're all gonna end up chipping in to
April, you can come to the call too, and we'll set everybody's Fathom up at the same time. I'm in.
We'll have maybe next Feature Friday is Fathom
And I
Friday.
don't get paid by Fathom, okay? I make no money off of Fathom, but it's like such a great tool. Everybody should have a Fathom.
But how do they make their money?
No clue. I don't care, but they have all of my recordings.
Everything we say goes into the engine.
Yeah.
They have upgrades like everybody else.
They do. They have a $15 a month program. And honestly, like I didn't need it, so I don't pay for it, but some people do.
That's awesome. I love it. All right. So I thought we'd go through just a real basic build this morning. One of the things that we are finding is getting a lot of traction. This is good for you guys, and it's also good for those of you who are affiliates that want to, and if you're not an affiliate and you're sharing Pagewheel, become an affiliate. It's like easy money because it's 30% ongoing, and all you have to do is sign up. So, but one of the things that kind of I've been building some of these funnels with you guys over the last week or so. And really the reason why we built Pagewheel to begin with was to cut out the 18-hour funnel. And that is literally not an exaggeration. My first funnel was 18 hours. And I know because I had a 12 or 13-hour video that I just kept stopping to build it out. And it took me 18 hours to go through that video build. So, and when I went through it the second time, it was 15. I mean, like, it was a lot. And like when we're just trying to push stuff out, that seems like overly complicated to me. And so we have advertised for a long time about, make a digital product and that kind of stuff. And then realize, well, we've got the funnel maker. We might as well push that forward too. And so in reality, if you want to get really specific and make a lot of changes, you could make a funnel in less than 20 minutes, less than 30 minutes. Those of you who've tried it, maybe the first one will be a little bit longer, just, finding the buttons and stuff like that. But like now, it is very often I make a 7-minute funnel. I mean, a 12-minute funnel. So you'll see that language going out. We were laughing, and I think you'll see this in the email either yesterday or today, is the 6-minute abs, 7-minute funnel. So the nice thing about the 6-minute abs, you had to do that every day. 7-minute funnel, you can just do that once. Set it and forget it. If I may just go back to all my infomercial land. So
Holly, I had somebody ask me that about I made a custom GPT for my team to use because it's like Kara said, it's just better for everybody to be able to be more efficient. And then I thought, wait a minute, that was super simple and I should just throw it behind a paywall really quick. And so in literally 5 to 6 minutes, I had a sales funnel page, email connected, Stripe connected, all the payment connected, ready to go, and sold over 30 of them within an hour. It took me a while to build it and get it just right. As far as the GPT took longer to build than the funnel.
Yes, that's what we want to know. Yeah, so that's really, it's been very, very fun to get to this point because, and we've had the feedback from some of the agency owners is how can I charge thousands of dollars for a funnel if it just takes a few minutes? And first of all, realistically, the situation is, about these tools, they don't. You also know about where to go in and tweak them. They don't. You also know to build them here instead of somewhere else. They don't. So they're like, remember you're solving problems when you're charging things. But let me just go in and show you just a few basic things so that you feel really comfortable if you just want to pop up a funnel this afternoon, that you can do that. And by the way, I'm on live chat. So if you get in the middle of it and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, you're just going to hit the live chat button and I'm going to talk you off the ledge.
Hello.
Hello. So I'm going to share my screen here and we are going to go over to my dashboard. And I'm going to go straight to the web page builder here in the middle because we're looking for the straight funnel. And we are going to do Holly's fancy program. And you can literally do it with just that. If you want to add additional information, you can, but let's just run with that for the fun of it. And it will come up with the kind of our default funnel is what you would see normally as our digital product funnel. When you run it with that, sometimes you'll see the word download and stuff like that. Because remember, you are putting in one thing and then behind the scenes, the AI is putting in a lot more. Rachel would know better how much more, but it is significantly more. And remember, I'll show you in just a minute, the voice too is also pulling into
Recording in progress.
Let me see. I just am making sure people are muted here. All right, so here my fancy program came up and you can see how it says download your program guide. because the funnel defaults to a digital product. Now, if you're like, yeah, you know what, I think I do want to add a workbook, or I do want to like a freebie or something like that, you can add a digital product right here, right now, and that will pull in and be set up completely within the funnel. Or you could say, I don't want to use that language, so I'm going to just edit it. So you could say, no, I'm actually not going to have a download. You're going to say, get the information here. And you can just edit any of these sections by yourself. And obviously that's going to take you a little bit of time. So if you're looking for that 7-minute funnel, that's going to change that a little bit. But you can see it's not going to be that much. Crack the code to profit with Holly's fancy program. And I don't need a download, so I'm just going to backspace over that. The other thing that if you're like, hey, I don't really like the look of what this looks like, and remember, once I get the images in here, it will look a little bit better too, is that you can easily refresh the section. So it changes the look, changes the way it's laid out, and really changes the way that it feels as well. So you could go in, again, add anything here. It looks like this button is not coming through on AI. So get all the deets. The way that this is set up is that when you have the default on these buttons for that offer page is going to take them down to where they opt in, which is down here. And if you put a price on it here, this is where they would pay. And you can override that with your own price too. But you could say now it's going to say pay. Now, like these things, I could put the image in, I could rerun the AI, I could refresh the section, and in the section, it doesn't change a whole lot. I could also hide the section if I'm like, I don't really need that part for this. Or you could also delete the sections. The other thing I like is you could change the, I'm going to undo that. You can also move these sections up and down. So that if you wanted to make it look a little bit different, if you wanted to add a background color to make it look a little bit different, you can see how easily you can do all that in just a little bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead and hide this. You can see that it already populated my About Me photo because I have it loaded into my account. And it does look like the AI messed up here. And this one, you could refresh, if it's empty like that, you can refresh that, rerun the AI, and oftentimes that will fix it. If you run the AI several times and it does not fix it, it's still empty, please hit this live chat button and tell me where it's empty, because something behind the scenes may have messed up. All right. Here's where people are going to opt in and pay you. I don't need to use the phone number for these people, so I'm going to hide that field. So all they're going to have to do is put their name and last name. Again, you see here there's no text. So let's rerun the AI and see if that will fix it. All right, so now I have all of that. I would probably have to look through the frequently asked questions to make sure they're applicable. And if they're not applicable, I might just hide them because not everything needs, like a $7.99 product may not need a frequently asked question, especially if on the delivery page I make some changes. The other thing is like, okay, I don't want this to be a digital product. I could choose any of these other things, and then it would go into, it would rerun the AI with that in mind. So obviously it's going to change the language of a live workshop, a course, a 5-day challenge, a coaching call. All those things are just going to change the AI. And that's really the elements within the funnels are the same because they're really like Lego pieces that we mix and match. And remember, we put on the page what we thought most people would use in this instance. But once you're like, I'm fancy, I need more, all you have to do is push that plus section, and then you have all these options to add to section by section to your funnel. So we tried to keep it as simple as possible when you first approach it. And as you use it more and more, you'll be able to see that there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you're able to use. Okay, so that's the offer page. We're going to go into the delivery page. Now, nobody's going to see this that hasn't paid you or in a situation of a lead magnet opted in. You can see that the receipt is going to be at the top because this is a paid product. If I did have a download attached to this, these first two buttons would be that download automatically. And so you don't have to connect that. Because I don't have a download, I am going to hide this section. And I am going to change the link of this. And you can right now, so it would have been the download. But now what I would do, is what I could do is go in here. So the link to next step is what we do behind the scenes to make sure that everything's connected in a normal way. So if you're doing what we normally would do for a digital product, that would be what that would be. But we also want you to have the ability to deviate from that. So if you're deviating from a normal way, you're just going to change the link URL, and you're just going to put where you want to send them. So this might be to a booking link or to a Facebook group or to a Google Drive or a million different places that you might send them, and just change the language around that button to let them know where they're going. And then I would probably, whatever my fancy program is, I'm going to go ahead and deliver that here. We have two button sections right here, and you can rerun the AI and see if this one is usually blank. This one usually will do kind of the community button, which is kind of a legacy. We found that a lot of people were sending them to Facebook groups because remember, psychologically, your person just either opted in or paid you. You just delivered amazing value. So at the bottom of this page, let's send them to the next step. So for some of you, that is going to be a Facebook group. Hey, do you want to do this together? Join my Facebook group. For some of you, it might be, hey, do you want me to walk you through this? Let's book a call. So you could use this section for a book a call and then send them to your scheduling link. For some of you, it might be, hey, I have another product that you're perfect for if you like this. You could send them to the next funnel. And this is how we kind of arrived here, because many of you were kind of daisy chaining these funnels from one to each other. Like, oh, yes, a logical next step for this funnel is this funnel. The logical next step for this funnel is this funnel. So we're thinking about building these funnels more as Lego pieces instead of building out a massive something that takes you many, many hours to do in another software, and just taking them in bite-sized pieces so that you can launch one of them today without those other pieces already in place. Because what an amazing thing to get some feedback before you have the rest of it built. I would much rather have you spend 30 minutes to launch a product, get some feedback, instead of 18 hours to launch a product and then realize, oh, you know what? I don't think that's exactly what I wanted. So I don't know. I'm a girl that likes to do a lot of testing. Okay, so once you get that the way you want it, then here is metadata. I want to show you that. Do you see how we can now upload our own photo for metadata? I know. For those of you that have been with us, you could be crying right now. For those of you who just joined us, you are just super lucky because this is brand new and you never had to go through the pain of not having this. There's also...
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Normally at this point, like if I was building a funnel in another platform, I would work on my SEO. Is there somewhere we need to do our SEO for our pages?
So the metadata is the SEO. So like this is where you would just change that to make it SEO friendly.
So I can just type it right there.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. And because one of the reasons why we did that, Kara, I'm really thankful you asked that question, is because especially in 2025, SEO should not be complicated. Like people are way overcomplicating. All SEO means right now is, for those of you who are not obsessed with SEO like Kara and I, is that just giving the search engine or in this case, a lot of times the AI, is giving them a really clear description that they can understand. So that just means it's not nuanced. Like we might have called this Holly's fancy program, but you can imagine how an SEO has no idea what that means. So you might say Holly's fancy program is a tutorial for how to build SEO for, business owners and, coaches or whatever. So just give them in plain language what the program is. That's going to be helpful within not only the SEO for search engines, for AI to find you, but also remember this data is pulled into Facebook, Instagram, that kind of stuff when you're sharing it. Also the description that you might be like texting to someone or something like that. So that data is following it along.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes, absolutely.
So one of the things I come across when I'm building on other platforms is I'll use like a headline because I want the font and the size and all of that, but that messes with my metadata, or my SEO data, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a problem inside of here? Or is that why y'all designed it where there's just like one heading, one
yeah, and
stop it.
You can change this as well too. So this is basically the kind of the headline within the metadata, and this is the description, if that makes sense. And then we're running, really, just to be really simple, we only have one forward-facing page, and that's where this is attached. Does that make sense? So like, it's not like a website that I need metadata on every single page, because it's the offer page that is forward-facing to the world. The delivery page, all that kind of stuff doesn't get the metadata because it doesn't need it, because nobody's supposed to be searching it and finding it. So yeah, and this, we're playing with this a little bit. What you'll find is, and they're fixing this right now. I will call out, I think it's April, who's had this problem. When you make a digital product, the name of the digital product is up in the tab. When somebody opens up that digital product, well, when you made a funnel without a digital product, what goes up in the tab? It's going to be this right here, which makes sense because this is like the title of the metadata. So that tab is a metadata.
So if I make sure and change that little thing, it should change
today.
on the tab, or we're working
maybe
on
not today, but maybe tomorrow.
So
we realized through your issue, April, that we hadn't addressed that. So we had a big meeting yesterday or the day before to fix that. So that's where that's coming from.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Mark.
Well, go ahead.
So on the delivery page, on other funnel software, we have to turn that off if we don't want it listed. This was already turned off, and so they can't find it. Okay.
Yeah, because and this is another thing that causes the 18-hour funnel somewhere else. Why the hell should you ever have to turn off metadata on a page that no one should be able to get to unless they paid you?
Yeah.
So this is kind of where, kind of, I hate to use a cliche, reimagining things, but like, why? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that, competitor? Because why do you have to, as somebody who's wanting to launch a product, go through and undo all the things that shouldn't even have been a problem to begin with? So and yes, you are going to have a very specific, simple funnel with Pagewheel, but we're hoping that it overcomes a lot of the problems because everything's just set up. So, it's just a lot easier. Christina.
I love you.
Okay, so I noticed yesterday after I went in and edited a couple of words that were misspelled on my funnel, it reverted back somehow to a digital product. I don't know how or why or what, but all of a sudden I had 3 links instead of 2 links. So do I just need to go back and change it back to where it's just the offer page?
So if that happens again, what could have potentially happened, I'm going to go back to the offer page, is that if you had on something else and you reran it and it reverted to this, I would like to hear about that when it happens, because it should, like if you have a coaching call and you rerun the AI on the coaching call, it should stick on the coaching call funnel. If not,
I only changed like 2 words.
Okay.
That were like, I read down it and then changed the 2 words and then clicked all the way through. And then somehow I had 3 links instead of 2.
Yeah, if that happens again, or let me look at that situation. If you've done some editing, and this may not speak to what she was talking about, but in general, if you've done a little bit of editing, go ahead and hit the looks good next button. That is a hard save. I know it goes to the next step and that's a pain, but you can just come back to the offer page and keep going.
Okay.
Sometimes the other thing that happens is, and this is something, one of the reasons when you call me in live chat, I'm like, I'm going in, save what you're doing and don't change anything for the next 5 minutes, because if you have more than one tab open, we have auto saves in the background. So if you potentially, and you may not have done this, but this happens to me all the time. I have the same tab open on another browser. I have 3,000 tabs open. I don't even know that I have it open. It's auto saving behind the scenes on both and overwriting.
Probably what happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's probably what happened, because I'm going to be working on 2 more offer pages today, just based on feedback that I've gotten that now I need to have like an hourly offer.
Yeah.
And so I've had feedback of that, and it's needed.
Yeah.
So I am going to work on that today. Like I just sent an email to someone that asked and said, this is what I charge. This is, just without doing the funnel so far. I just was like, let me just send this out.
I love it.
In an email real fast. I just didn't know that God was going to call me to this specific thing, that it was going to happen like this. I've been in conversation with KJ in April the last 2 days. But yeah, I had very limited time Wednesday because of back to school. But like I got stuff done and then got it out there.
So one of the things that also, by the way, this also allows you, she may sell something through email and then she's going to build the funnel really quickly. And by the way, if you've already pre-sold them, you don't need a 16 segment funnel. like just give them, hey, you're in the right place, pay me money. So
they just need a place to sign up.
Oh yeah. Well, and even if it's before I have the funnel ready, I can just go create a product on Kit to where she can just go ahead and buy it right away before I get the
Say hi to Rachel.
Oh my word, am I on?
You are here with us.
Hey, April texted me and told me that this is the happening place today.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, there's 28 people in Feature Friday.
Well, and Rachel really helped me the other day when I was trying to build that funnel, because I was like, which page do I do? So it was,
yeah, Rachel, we built what? I guess it probably would have been 7-minute funnel if I hadn't talked so much.
I love the 7-minute funnel. Like we're just actually starting to do marketing with 7-minute funnels. So
yeah, they got an email last night with 7-minute funnel, 5-minute, 6-minute abs or 7-minute funnel.
I love that.
I think though, Holly, what we were talking about, that is the value of what this is too. Because in my mind, if you looked at 2 years ago, what I thought I was going to do with my life, and Christina had the same revelation this week. She thought she was this, and this. And then when she realized, wait, I'm really good at this. And then she put it out there and 2 or 3 people raised their hand and said, oh my gosh, I need that. Where do I sign up? And there you go. It never would have happened if we hadn't had this to literally like talk through and say, you know what, maybe this is, I mean, y'all remember when I had that guy that was going to pay me $1,000 a month to market his dumpsters? And I was like, except I don't want to market dumpsters. And so I pivoted and it just took off. And I was like, oh, thank God I'm not marketing dumpsters right now.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for this group because it does help me think outside the box. And
I
so,
love
yeah, it's
it.
going in a
And
different direction than I thought.
yeah, when you go in the direction you're supposed to go in, people do give you money easier, by the way. I hate to break it to you. But the thing is y'all, sometimes you don't know what that looks like. So you just need to start walking. And if you can't launch things and put things out in the world, then you don't get that feedback. So I love that. Kara.
And I was scared to put the offer out there too, I should say.
Is there
But
a
I
place?
Good.
Is there a place we can upload a favicon for our account? Like the little.
It's
No.
coming.
It's coming.
Okay, thank you. That was just something I was looking for and I didn't see it. Thank you.
I love what Christina said about launching scared. One of my good friends, I can tell the story because she has given me permission to tell the story. Her first launch, she sold none. She was told by a friend of mine to another friend of ours to launch again, and she sold like one, and it was her mother's like best friend. She launched it again, and she got 53 people for her, $28 product. Her third time of launching the same thing. This is Jennifer Allwood, who has had over 25,000 students. They all pay her 2 grand. Most of you have know her name. She's not small in the space anymore. And she's now an Airbnb empress of all she surveys. I don't know what you call it, where she has like, she collects them like they're playing cards. Anyways, she started though with, I would say 3 failed launches because, she didn't. So every single one of us, we're just our next launch away from our next product, our next put it out there.
Yes, the email, if you are not on Rachel's email list, put your email in the chat here because the email that you're going to get tonight speaks to this exact thing. Might be a personal story from the 70s from Holly. I know some of you look for those. So, those nostalgic, for those of you who are as old as me, it's nostalgia. And for those of you who are younger, you're like, really? The world was like that?
Oh, another thing is if you guys, I am building more sales page stuff. So I know Kim has been great and she just said lots of great things about Pagewheel in the comments. If anybody else wants to say great things about Pagewheel, I will snap pictures of it and I will put it onto the sales page. Kara asked, I didn't mean to take over the meeting. Any update on hiding buttons? Let me see where that is in the task list.
The other thing is we have, how I told you guys to get a Google Drive folder of all the nice things that people say about you, so we've had that, but the Google Drive for us was just too far of a journey for sometimes. We now have an easier way to collect those. So anytime you say something nice about us on Facebook and any social media, into the chat, live chat, anywhere, I'm going to take screenshots of those. And if you want to send me the link, if you said something nice, and grab it so that we're collecting those in a more robust manner. Because like the thing is like somebody will say something that like we're like, holy crap, we didn't even think about that. Like you guys are so smart.
Okay, Kara, here's proof. Oh, sharing's not turned on. Can you turn it back on?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. There you go.
Okay, Sarah, here's Kara, here's proof. Saba's the coder who is working on the buttons, and it is his next task after he works on an ingredient trash can. So he needs to have the ability to throw out trash can. Like, you know how when you open a page and you don't want the headline there and you don't even want the headline there at all, and you try to delete it and you can't, so you just move it to the bottom. Well, it causes like some glitches. So you'll get to delete the dang thing. So eventually he's building this one first, and he has to fix the one that he partially did, and then trash can, and then buttons. So my guess is, knowing his speed, we might have it by next Wednesday. But I'm not like I'm really bad about telling you an exact time. So most likely we'll see it by Wednesday, but it might be Friday, next Friday.
Christina, if you're not getting Rachel's emails, marketing emails, I'll add you to the list after the thing. Dr. Candace.
Hi. I launched an ebook this past week.
Yay!
And it's a freebie. And I was wondering, so at the very bottom, how it says, okay, now you're almost finished. Share with me your information, name and email. Do I get that in my email? Like, how do I see that? How do
I love this question. Let me show you. I'm going to share my screen here.
The list.
Yes. So go back to your dashboard and you see right here where it says your list.
Oh, okay.
That's
So it's
where
there.
everybody that's opted in. And if you
Gotcha.
want to, you can then take them to wherever you email them. You can either download it and take that over, or you can set up Zapier to do that automatically. And then you'll also see what they opted in for.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Varda?
I want to know how many plus emails Holly has.
Well, I was going to say,
I go and delete them after a little while.
Yeah.
So like she has to use the word test or something. I can't remember what your word is, and mine is fuzzy, green fuzzy. And then I just go in and I delete everything that says fuzzy.
Yeah, like plus $2, plus $5, plus this.
Let's just say that like I have to like get creative with like, because when I email myself now, it's coming in a chain. If I'm like testing 1, 2, 3 or something.
And we have to go in because it actually messes with our numbers, because I realized the one time, like, wait a minute, we have all these free accounts and they're not paying us. And I opened it up. No, girl, what it is you signed up for your own dang product 89 times.
Yeah.
And Holly signed up 89 times. And next thing you know, you have like 300 free users, but they're not real users. They are you.
Well, and then we also use the accounts for testing a lot of these features and the QA and stuff like that. So you've seen that when I open my account, I'll have 32 crap products that are just like testing page 3. So it gets complicated. Varda.
Good morning, everyone. So, just like Dr. Candace, I too launched an ebook last week.
Yay!
And it's $7.99. I haven't heard from anyone yet, but
yeah,
my
that's so
question is, well, now I have 2 questions. Can I launch it from Fabulous Funnels? Can I launch it directly from the site? Oh, okay. So I'll try that today.
Yes.
And then second, on my delivery page, I'm trying to upsell.
Mhm.
So do I, when I change or edit the page and I'm doing the upsell and they click on, yeah, I want to take this challenge with you, do they have to go back in and pay again, or will they be able to pay all at one time?
So is the challenge part of the $7.99, or is that something now? Okay. So then what you want to do is you have your $7.99 thing, and then you're like, hey guys, let's do a challenge together. So what you're going to do is do a brand new funnel or digital product funnel, whichever works best for you.
I did that.
Yeah, and then that will be the challenge funnel. What's so nice about that is you can then sell that as the challenge, or you can attach that on the delivery page. Remember that button at the bottom we were changing? So you could say, hey guys, do you want to join my challenge? Knowing that that person is perfect for the challenge, and just change the button website address to the challenge funnel. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then it'll just take them to checkout and they can pay for everything at one time.
No, it's going to be, they're going to buy the $7.99. You're going to deliver that product, and then they're going to join the challenge. Gotcha. So it's going to be 2 things. But let me show you really quick where you can find those links. So when you come down to, you can see all my testing products there.
Yeah.
But like here, you see your links.
Your links.
That's going to give you those links, and that's where you're going to go get that the challenge funnel, and then go put it into the delivery page of that $7.99 product.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Anyone else have a question?
Yes.
All right, Rachel. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. If Rachel wants to talk, I can wait.
No, Cynthia.
Oh, Cynthia, you go first, and then I'll
Rachel
go first.
I wanted to back up when you were talking about the meta, and then you had I don't know if I have my camera on. Yeah, because I'm talking to my screen. I don't know if you can see the little sentence. Can you review that again? Because I was like, what? Wait a minute.
Yeah, so let me go back into where we were
That was
talking.
one of my questions for the new folks too. Where would you get that, and how do we make sure that the SEO is happy?
So y'all do not, I don't want you to even think about SEO on winner this. What I want you to think about is how would you describe your product to a 2-year-old? So here, this is the metadata, and you can see in this case, it doesn't even have one. So this is a way for play groups to organize kids' activities easily without planning ahead. Just describe what you're selling. Do not make it SEO-y. Do not just, whatever that product is, just tell me what it is in a sentence or two.
So on the one that the example that you had, there was it looked like there was, there we go, that was the title. I was like, what is that? I knew it, understood the box below, but what is that? Is that
okay?
just
So
like
this is the header of the metadata, meaning that this, so like when the metadata goes, all the metadata is like, hey, here's some information for search engines, for Facebook, for social media, for text, whatever, about this product. Most of you are just going to use the title of your product. If you want to go next level, let's say, because remember my last product was called Holly's Fancy Program, which is super not descriptive. So I could have said Holly's Fancy Program and SEO strategy or something. In this case, play in the box for a whole month. So play in a box. That's close. That describes what it is. It's like 12 months of play groups box, activities. Play in a box for play groups. So most of the time, it's just going to be the title of your thing, and that's totally fine. If you want to get fancy, you can make it a little bit more descriptive. But remember, we're talking to humans now. Thank God. SEO has come away from talking to machines, and now we're just talking to humans. So this might even be an opportunity for, say, does my title make sense to a human? If it makes sense to a human, you're fine. And then just describe it here. And that's the metadata. So do not overthink this. It's a title, a description.
Thanks. I get that, but I just didn't hear the title part. I was like, wait a minute. So thank you for the clarification.
And by the way, just while we're here, sometimes if your title, especially on a digital product, that you might have a title that's quite lengthy, this is pulling in the title. You can go in and shorten it. So you see in this case, I shortened it to Playbox. It would have been play in the box for a whole month guide, all stuck in there. So sometimes, shorter URLs are nice, and that's one of the reasons why we gave you the ability to shorten them there. And then just save it by hitting that. All right. Anybody else?
How many of you guys have been playing with the voice?
Oh, yeah. Let me show you that. Talk about it, Rachel.
It is like my favoriteest thing ever. I'm still optimizing it for pages. So not all pages, it doesn't work perfectly on all the pages yet. So I'm like still fussing with it. But this is my favoriteest thing. Let me log out. I'm in somebody's account. I was fixing something for them from this morning, but oh, Holly's already got it up.
Woohoo!
There it is, Holly. Okay. There, I want you to scroll down because you can play with the words, but we just tested something, and this is based off of April. Create a custom personality. Go on in there and click custom personality for my Holly. And then say like Holly Homer. Because you've got such a brand, not a voice statement in number 1. Sorry.
In number 1? Okay.
Yeah, number 1. This is pretty buggy still, so I wouldn't use it. I mean, you can use it, but it's a little buggy. And then say 3 more words about yourself.
Honest, funny.
No, you want 1 word in each spot.
Oh, okay. Well, not runny. That would have been funny.
I think you did have a cold like last week.
Yeah. Quirky.
Okay.
Right.
And then create a custom voice.
Ah, I like it. A little mischief.
So
Losing their minds, sense of humor.
So she's made her words to be a little bit more, to matches more her brand. Now that she's done that, let's go back to the sales page and see what it does for writing a sales page.
All right, let's do it.
So if you have a person that you want, we've made it where you have to actually add 3 more words, not just the person. That way you're not plagiarizing, because we could say write a sales page like Frank Kern and then it would copy Frank Kern's sales page, and we don't want to plagiarize. So we put some safeguards in there for you guys. Or that we can be above reproach is our goal.
And then once you set that, it stays until you go back in and tweak it again.
Yep, it stays. And then you can tweak it 100 million times if you want to. But every time now, if she goes up to the top, and because this one, is it a new sales page?
Yes, I just did a new sales page. I'm trying to think. You've never seen the Holly's Fancy
How about we
Program
do
2
instead
Power?
of fancy
Hidden
program, because that's like that, maybe that prompts funky. How about you do 101 kids activities?
And Kara said this is not copy packs yet, right?
No, copy packs is a completely different system, and we are not building in it anymore.
Got it.
So, like, I mean, we'll build as in like we'll make new Canva templates is on my plan this week.
Keep little minds engaged all day. Oh, I like self-paced. I haven't even used that.
I'm not loving the copy this time, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not quite as quirky as I would like. Inner spark is getting there.
It's not quirky this time.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Did it save your new words?
Let's look. Yeah, it did.
Hit regenerate just to see if we can get it to. Anyways, I will mess with it some more. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
In regards to this, because I've struggled in like the packages and stuff, my word isn't your words. Like I looked forever and I was using words like Christian and faith. And then I was on a meeting and Holly went, I think she wrote Bible, and then all this stuff come up. I was like, shoot, I was looking for the wrong word. So in my case, because I am faith-based and I have the sales pages, I usually have to redo a lot of the words. What kind of words could I put in there that would shape it that way?
So let's go on in and we'll play with yours. Share your screen. Cynthia, you want to share your screen and we'll do it with you?
You could, but I don't have Pagewheel up and it'll take.
Okay, then I'll have Pagewheel up and we can make it with mine if that works for you, and you can let me know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm in my account right now. I'm going to brand personality. Now I have not tested this before, so I'm going to do, I help Christian who?
Women. You want that? Do you want more than that or just that?
That's good. And what do you help them do?
I help them overcome obstacles and hindrances. Sorry, I'm just caught off guard, so I don't have my elevator.
Okay,
speak.
so
I have a discipleship membership. So I help let me start over again. I help Christian women who are serious about their faith and want to grow.
Grow in their faith.
Grow in their faith. There we go.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. So I just did author, Christian women grow in their faith. Would you use a different word to describe yourself?
Oh, no, I'm an author. That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to hit save. And then for you, I think we could probably do a custom personality, which would be biblically, Bible-based.
That's what I wondered. Could I put those kinds of words in there? I'm very straight. I'm a straight shooter. I mean, I tell it plain.
I like the word plain. Plain talk.
Make it plain. Yeah. There's no fluff, right?
And I'm going to add explain like I'm 5. And
I'm very encouraging though. Even though I'm straight, I'm very encouraging.
I will use the word hopeful. Does that work for you?
Fine.
Let's see. Growing in faith doesn't have to be complicated. It's about taking small intentional steps every day. God's word is our guide. With his help, Even the tiniest efforts can lead to change. Remember, you're loved beyond measure, and He has a beautiful plan just for you. Keep moving forward with hope. Trust that God is there with you. Close enough?
Yeah, that's not bad. Good.
Okay, so let's go see what a sales page looks like.
Do 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 do.
Yeah.
And
Thanks,
here's our mental
everyone,
wellness guide. I was doing it. None of these are real, guys. They're all demos.
Okay, my brain read the No BS playbook, read it differently. Did anybody else read that differently real quick?
That is an actual client we made that cover for, and the client wanted it to be read that way. Like they wanted your brain to see that.
They want your brain to see no boobs?
Oh, no, BS, like, no, anyways.
I read it noobs.
Anyways, every client has different. We do client work for some of you guys know that we do like $150. You can have us do your onboarding and we'll make your clients workbooks for them. Okay, so I'm in here and we're going to ask it to rerun because this website was run before. Holly, we need to make a note of that. That's still glitching.
No, it's not glitching. It works. It doesn't look like it's working, but then
it doesn't show you it's working. If you just count to 10,
I put it on the ticket yesterday because it was driving me insane.
It did. Yeah. So we do have a ticket for it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Or it makes people click again because they don't think it's going.
Yeah. You keep clicking and clicking and clicking, and then it runs 15 times.
Okay. So I'm going to go up here and I'm just going to say for Christians. So I'm going to always want to put another face word up here and see if that does better.
So Kara, yeah, you can run an old page, but it's going to rewrite everything. So if you have a lot of edits on that page, you may want to be careful about that.
We are going to come with a lock button because we had a couple of people who accidentally reran a page that they didn't want to have redone. So a lock button is in the task list. But that's probably 2 weeks away at least, just so you know it's coming.
Where it gets weird is at the bottom where you do the three thing.
Okay.
You love my words.
If you don't like the bottom three
this is, go back up.
It's up a little bit.
Up a little bit.
That one? No, up a little bit.
Yeah, that one or the
this
next one. That one with it. Yeah, that one. That's usually totally wacky.
Okay, you've been praying for peace, but are on secret technique.
That's totally perfect. That's good enough. I can work with it. Perfect.
Yeah. But I would still rewrite this because your secret technique, God's word, unlocks. But you would tweak it. It's enough that you could tweak and figure AI got you 89% the way there.
Yeah, I normally have to erase it all, and then I obviously would go over to ChatGPT and you know what I mean, and rewrite it. But this is closer. I can work with it. Thank you.
Cynthia, just delete the dang section, delete it, and replace it with a different one. So come on in here. And I would go in and add the one that's a paragraph because that's probably a better fit for your audience anyways than a list of like
I'll usually put a video in because that's just easier for me. And it gives my face because I think that's real important to have my face connected with things so they get used to me.
Most people do not, sorry, this is the last guy I was helping. Most people do not need this big of a sales page. So you can go in and you can like give yourself permission to delete half the sales page. Mm-hmm. Like we make them longer so you can go in and be like, yeah, I hate that section. Adios, you're gone. Like you don't need all this fluff. Does that make sense? But some people like longer sales pages, or you have more options that you can go in and delete it so that you don't have to start from scratch. It's a lot faster to just get delete. I like that part, don't like that part. Oh, I'm missing one thing I want to add. And so it's faster for you in my mind. I don't know if I'm right on that, but
yeah. And I don't delete it. I hide it because I'm scared I might want it later. I'm hoarding sections.
I don't hoard sections. I just delete them. I can rebuild them in seconds. When I use the hide is when I have like, I'm going to have like available this week only. So I might put in a bar that says bonuses for this week only. And I'll put that in. Like headline. And then XYZ. Does that make sense? And then when the bonuses are gone, I hide that until it's sale week, then I turn it back on.
Could you throw a QR code right there?
Huh?
Could you throw a QR code right there?
You could totally put a QR code there.
How would you get it there?
I swear we've done that before. Okay, let me play. I want to see if I'm right on this.
I just add a photo section, and
you can do a photo section, but I think you can copy and paste it in. Most people aren't using QR codes on websites, but it's good for presentations. But I think you can add it right in. So I'm going to go in and see if I can.
Yeah, because there's so many operating systems too now with people on their phones. It's sometimes on a phone you can long press a QR code and it'll open. Sometimes you can't.
Okay. So here's a page. I'm going to make a QR code real fast.
So Rachel, did you say copy packs they're staying, but you're just not updating?
Well, okay, guys, there's like, I'm going to talk straight since y'all are like our power users and everything else. There's Jasper. There's so many other competitor products to copy packs.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense for me to put my developers' time into building more of that when there's like 100 million of them and you can go to ChatGPT and get it. What you can't get from ChatGPT is designing a workbook. So I want to spend my coders' time. Or a funnel. Like I want to spend and it's actually done, hosted, all of that. I want to spend my coders' time building this, not coming up with another way to say 5 different. Does that make like if I'm going to look
makes perfect sense. Yeah.
And the coder that would be the one designing the stuff inside of copy packs is Bowden, and I have 13 things I want him to redesign. So me adding, I want more sales page components. I think the text shadow, I want more shadows behind our images so they look like different polishes of shadows. I want to have I want to have background images behind the receipt. So I want his time on this.
No joke.
Yeah, so that's where if you guys say it's a priority, I will prioritize it, but right now I don't see you guys asking for it to be a priority, and there's so many other tools that do that. Why would you need me, I guess is where
totally. We're keeping up with like what they are today because so many of you use them. They're just not going to see a lot of innovation going forward in that area because what we have works really well.
Yeah. Yeah. So that think of copy packs as your bonus, not
they're
as
not going away, Elva. You'll still have them.
No, they're not going away.
I use them all the time.
We even put new like packs in every now and then, but we're not going to be adding where you can have your voices in it. We're not going to do a lot of dev on it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
we do love good Canva templates, though.
Kara, we are
I'll make some more while I'm flying this weekend. So the plan is on the plane. I love making graphics. It's like my thing that I do for fun. So while I'm on the plane, my plan is to watch trash TV and make graphics. So we'll see if I get to do my plan. And it sounds like it's a dream.
Great combo.
I could not paste it, Sean, but my plan was that I would paste that in, and I couldn't paste it in. So the solution, if you wanted to add a image, would be to put it in as a photo or image section. So something like this.
That's what I figured, but I was just wanted to make sure there wasn't a better way to do it.
Yeah. Nope, that's the way I would do that. And so here you could even have bonus 1. And then bonus 2, and you could put those onto the delivery page, or you could even have a link. This can link, so you can link your image to whatever it is already too. So you don't necessarily need to have a QR code on a screen. You could just link on the screen to what you need it to be. This would be a benefit on a bonus page or a delivery page. But again, that's how I use the hide button, is I have those hidden until it's time for that sale. And then when it's sale time, I unhide them. So now it's visible to the world.
Yeah. Also, think about this on the delivery page for those of you that might be doing like a 5-day challenge and you don't want you could fill in all the 5 days of the challenge and then just unhide it day by day so that you don't have to go in and rework it each time.
Another tip. The whole point of this was to ask Cynthia if the voice worked. So faith focused with mental clarity. Stress release strategies rooted in scripture. Gain peace of mind with our no risk. Okay, that's
remember it's called mental health guide, so that's part of the stuff coming in.
Yeah, it's way closer than it was before. So
okay,
I'm
good.
super happy.
Good.
Thank you so much.
So grab a screenshot of this so you know your voice.
And then Kara's asking about digital product having logos on each page.
On the actual physical pages, that's not going to be happening at least in like a long time. And that's
Okay.
because the technical problems, whenever you add another image to the page, it like the images have to layer and it causes like pages to break. And so it's not worth the benefit of that is not worth the technical.
Yeah, I just had several people ask this week, and so I thought, well, I'll ask and just see.
Yeah, if they want to have it, we suggest that they can add it as a photo themselves into the
Yeah.
pages. They can add it as a photo. And that way it adds as a separate section so it doesn't like break all the pages.
So they can add their own sections to each of the pre-made pages.
You can add a photo into those
Photo.
pages. A photo. You can add a photo onto the page. A lot of the pages in here. Here, I'll go ahead and make you. So right here.
Yeah, I
you
would
can go
use
in.
the ones that are text heavy instead of image heavy or diagram heavy. They just work better.
So I'm going to add my logo into this.
And you saw there's a QR, you could add a QR code there too, by the way.
Okay, so I made this for one of our newest agencies. Hot dang, the girl brought in like I think 35 people yesterday. It's insane. She's hopping right now. So that's her brand, but I could just put that in and I could put that into the images. So that's our workaround for that right now. Technically what happens when you put an image is you put it on top of the words because the way we have our pages built, they're built as like a website a little bit, and so it actually breaks the pages. And if they do need to have logos, they can always add a PDF with their own customized from like Adobe, where they have all the tools that make pages.
Okay.
The other thing is Kara, is I've had them use one of the About Me pages that has 2 photos and use one for the logo and one for their face.
Yeah, they were like, we want one on every page in the same spot. Like,
I know it's overcomplicating life. We just need this launched.
Yeah.
Because their customers don't care. And I know it's easier for me to say than them to hear. So
yeah, sorry, it's we are.
But it's one of the things we talked about earlier, how in order to have a 15-minute funnel or a 7-minute funnel, we just can't have 1,000 decisions or 1,000 things. We're just trying to pare it down to what's the minimum viable product to a certain extent. Dr. Candace.
I have 2 questions. I'll ask the easier one first. So in creating the ebook, I wanted a blank page, like an additional blank page. It seems like a blank page is like already built into it, and I was looking for like another one.
Sure.
I couldn't find it, or I asked it and it didn't give it to me.
Okay,
How
so
do
here
I
I'm gonna
get
add
to
this
that?
page. Are you watching? You guys all
Yes.
see my screen? Okay. So I'm adding this page. And I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna be like, boom.
Or show her the delete button.
Oh, okay.
There you
just
go.
delete
There it is.
stuff.
Now I'm gonna rearrange it, make my blank page the second page in the book.
Oh, gotcha. So just go in and just delete some things off.
So there we go. Page. And there's the page.
And you're going to want to choose one that doesn't have a lot of boxes or diagrams. Just choose one of the text heavy pages.
So I picked this one because it's only 2 things to delete.
Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't think about that.
No, that's good.
We do have in the roadmap creating a product from a blank page. So you'll have a blank page and you can add your sections. Like I want to add a headline, then I want to add a this, then I want to add a that. So we do have that coming.
Okay.
Supposedly it's complicated. I'm like, it can't be that complicated. So we'll see. But my point, they said it's a larger product, so it has a bigger timeline.
All right, so that was the easier one. Tell us the harder one now.
It's not. So what I tried to do was an existing ebook that I'm working on, I'll say, putting that in. And so what I'm finding is that when I go to ebook is wanting me to create from like the sets that are already made, as opposed to me putting in my ebook and saying, okay, this is my idea. how can, add your AI tweaks to it. I'm sure it's in here. I didn't see it.
Okay.
What I saw was ebook with already like templates in it.
So go to the product builder, and
Okay.
then we're going to go to upload your own PDF,
Okay.
and then we're going to pick our PDF.
Okay.
So I just uploaded this PDF. I'm clicking that I'm allowed to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Next. Give it a second here. It's actually a really big PDF because she's got a lot of designs on it.
Mm.
Give it a second. And then do you want to keep adding to the PDF or do you want to be
Yes.
done? You want to add more pages?
I want to tweak the content just a little bit.
Oh, you can't tweak the content in the PDF because we're not an
Right.
Adobe
Right.
editor.
Okay.
So,
But show her how she could rearrange and add pages.
okay. So
Okay.
here I'm going to say I want to brand my product. I'm going to go with the colors. I think her colors are actually more pink. Well, we'll just go with this one. Looks good. Next. Here it is. And I can go in and I can add another page, but I can't edit the content that's on this page because
Mm-hmm.
this page is made as like we're not a PDF editor. So we can't
Okay.
edit the words on this. Like we don't have a direct integration with Acrobat Adobe. So we can't make all of the edits to a PDF.
Dr.
Okay.
Candace, do you mean you want it to guide you to which batches to choose?
No, I was wondering if I can put the script, the manuscript in,
Mm-hmm.
and then like all the fun backgrounds and things because what I'm really after two things. I like the front cover that the program uses, Pagewheel uses. That's one thing I don't have. And I was wondering if AI could give me an idea of what that would look like and create it, like show
Why
me
don't you
different.
give me your PDF and I'll bank it for you? Why don't
Well,
we
the
just do
other
it?
thing you could do is you could upload it and then make the cover in Pagewheel.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
wanted to do.
Can you
Totally do
show
that.
her, Rachel, can you show her how to do that? How to make a cover for this book?
Do you want me to just make it for your exact one, Candace, and then push it into your account? Would that be helpful for you? Do you have the link to your PDF?
Yes.
Great. Can you send it to me over Facebook Messenger? I'm Rachel Miller on
Okay.
Facebook Messenger,
Awesome.
and I'll find you in chat there. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go in. Well, I'll wait for your book because that's how I'll figure out your colors and stuff.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Let me know once you sent it. Maybe it's in like an other spot or something.
Oh, okay. So send it. Let's see.
Facebook Messenger is just easy for me to get stuff. And sometimes Zoom is not letting me share links on Zoom. Is anybody else struggling with that?
Let's see. Rachel, I'm gonna have to try to find this ebook.
Okay. Well, then if you want to just watch and I'll do it for you and then like with my own and then you can see how we do it. Does that work?
Okay, that sounds
Okay.
good.
So let's do our page by page builder because you want to use our cover. So we're going to use
Mhm.
a page by page builder. And what do you want to add an about me or is there any pages that you want in your book that's not in your PDF?
An about me section would be great. And then I want to have something in the back that says, hey, if you would like further assistance, reach out to me via my business email.
Okay. So I'm pulling up your picture now. I'm not finding you yet. Dr. Candace Stringfield, right?
You can take the doctor off. I'm in as Candace. And that may pull me up. Yes.
There you are. Okay, I'm just going to steal your picture. Okay, and we're going in right now. And oh, crap. I don't want to have it writing like Christian women of faith. So we probably want to, are you a Christian woman of faith? And that works.
I am.
So does this then branding work for you?
It's not talking. You could keep. Yes, you can keep that.
Okay,
It's
because
talking about
otherwise,
it.
whenever I run the next one, it's going to use this type of language again for you. And so it may not work for you. So it makes sense like
Yeah, I
every.
might not.
Okay. So
I'm not
looking,
heavily talking about it.
so I see lots of dark blue here. I see colors that are like peaceful colors. So we're going to go in and we're going to make your colors more peaceful. Um, so there's the blue one.
Mhm.
And I'm going to click looks good next. And then what's the title of your PDF?
So it's going to change, but currently it is from inspector to manifester.
Okay. A journey for unlocking the secrets to transforming insight to manifesting reality.
Mm-hmm.
Discovering how to shift from monitoring to actively shaping your life. How about that one?
Shift to monitor. Oh, I like that.
Okay. What do you think about that one? Let me know when you like one.
Okay. I like that one a little bit. Hmm.
Any of them striking your fancy yet?
Since um
What are your thoughts?
let's try the one that looks like hold on, keep going.
Which one did you like so far?
I like the wave one.
The wave
But
one?
then the one that's on the guy that's on the mountaintop, something that shows that someone's looking.
That one?
I like that.
This is the one you want to go with?
You
I
can
can
always
change it
change
though,
it
right,
too. Yeah.
Rachel? Okay,
Okay,
yes, let's go with that for now.
great. And then we can, you said you wanted to have an About Me page. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
clicking in here, and my favorite About Me page is, where did my favorite one go? Maybe it's not,
I
no,
always use one that's green.
this one's my favorite one. I'm going to go in, I'm going to have your face added. I already know it's going to load like a little awkwardly, so I'm going to recenter it here. There we go.
I just grabbed all of the email addresses that were in here. If you are not on Rachel's email list and want to be on it, just put your email in the chat and I'm just grabbing it and I'll add you guys today. It's a
Okay,
super
what
secret
about
email
for
club. Yeah,
Dr. Candace, what do you think about this one?
I like it.
You wanted them to go to your email address?
At the end, like at the end of the book,
Okay, so what's your email?
actually, my website page would be better.
Okay. What's your website?
POST DOCRN. It's a D instead of the B. DOC dot wixsite.com / Candace dash Stringfield without the D -2.
Okay, so there's your website. And we would just copy that, and I would actually just say reach out for more. And that's because that's a mouthful. No one's going to be typing that out. So I'm just
Right.
going to paste that there, and I'm going to make that bold. And okay. And so now we've got your first page. What we would do, or your last page, excuse me, what I would do is I would add my opening page. So I'm going to go in and let's pretend this is my opening page. There we go. I added it in. So I have the parts that I wanted to add into my book. I'm going to rearrange that so it's at the opening. And I like to make it colorful because I'm kind of the colorful type of person. And it's more color, break it up a bit because some of this gets a little crazy. Okay. I also like to usually go through and make a couple of the sentences like call outs. So that's something that I love to do. Control Z, control. Okay.
And spacing. So, AI is very bad at spacing.
AI is horrible at it. We did try to train it and it actually got worse. So anyway, it's a work in progress. And it could be that the model will improve by next month and we'll have a new version. So now that we have this, I always like to hit save first before we move on to the next thing. That way we don't lose our work. And then I come in and I'm going to add the PDF. And we're going to add the same one that I did before. Looks good next. Give it a second here while it's doing its loading.
So essentially what you're saying is that I can add in page by page because you did the title page.
There it is.
The about me, and then just add a PDF. Oh, wow.
So whatever page I was on, it put that in between the whole thing. Now, if I don't like this cover and I want to keep the other pages in there, I just go to the cover page and I can delete it. So I can delete a page, I can add a page. What I can't do is go into the cover and be like, actually, we don't like the word awareness anymore. We want it to be holistic intuitiveness. And I can't go in and change that word because we're not an Adobe editor. So wherever you made that, you can usually edit it there. So like Canva is Adobe they're Adobe, like Adobe has to give them permission and give them access to their API files, and we don't have that access yet.
Can you show me where you went and added what button you pressed again to add the PDF?
Add a PDF.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, look at that.
Yeah, we just add it right there.
Wow.
And then when I'm done, I hit looks good next. Approved and published.
Wow.
And it's going to build my website now. So I don't have to rewrite my website. It'll design my website. Just takes a few minutes. Create my website.
Wow.
Now, have you guys ever had a time where you felt like you lost your work? Notice we have a warning at the top. You have multiple tabs open. If I go in right now and I go to a different tab, not this, I must be on a different screen. If I go into a different tab and I save or I hit looks good next or any of the yellow buttons, I will wipe out any changes I made. So if you have this red bar open, it means you have lots of tabs open, and pay attention because you better delete a couple of your tabs because you're going to get in trouble because you're going to work over yourself. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Yeah, there it is. Transform your from inspector to manifester in, I don't know if I'd say minutes, in 5 sessions. But it's a time frame that you would put in.
Wow.
And I love to go through, and I actually like changing up my font sizes because I'm kind of I like have fun doing that. So
and the background colors too are so
yeah,
fun. I love that.
Messing with it.
Now this adds on to that 7 minutes.
It does. It does.
You might spend 9.
Yeah. But it's fun. I get to play. And so here, I keep playing with it until I get it where I like it. Actually, now I'm wondering about black buttons. We do have a bunch of people who have requested black backgrounds. So just heads up, we have black backgrounds now. Loads of people that ask for those. I like the black buttons. I feel like they're a great call. Anyways, there you go. And I just keep playing until I like it. And play with my images until it gets where I want it to be. Add Backgrounds.
Wow.
Yep.
To
And when we're
save
done, I
years,
hate the FAQ
months.
section. Loads of you love FAQs, which is great for you. I think FAQs is just too much information because I'm like scroll and give me just the headlines.
I literally told them that earlier in the session, by the way. I was like, hide that thing. Give them the information on the delivery page.
Yeah, I'm not, but people have asked for it, so we provide it. I realize I don't make websites for me. I make websites based off of what sells for other people, not just for Rachel.
Sean's asking about gradient backgrounds.
Let's go back because some of them have gradient
backgrounds. I was gonna say, I knew you were gonna.
That one doesn't, but if I hit refresh, here we go.
You see how it's like on one side it's darker than the other.
So you can book that is coming for all backgrounds soon, where you'll have a gradient of capability like this. I'm gonna hit refresh again. That one's not there yet. But it is rolling out.
Gail Marie, I'm so glad you came today, and it usually isn't this long.
There's a gradient. That one has a gradient.
We just had fun today.
Yeah, I guess I've been talking too much.
No. I think I do know that I saw your calendar. I do know you have an appointment in 7 minutes, so we probably should wrap up.
Honestly, it was fabulous because I had gone into this site and I'm like, okay, I think I know where I'm going. And then I went, okay, get out. You're getting overwhelmed. And April said, go in there and play because the call. And then I'm like thinking the call was at 11. And she goes, oh, no, 10. I'm like, okay. So no problem. No, it was very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, and really go ahead and play with it. Like she said, go build something. Build something you're not going to use or you think you might use. Right. And then the second one is always easier, just because you know where the buttons are and stuff like that.
So to give a shout out to Rachel, I have been following you. One of your aunties, Jackie Sheila.
Oh, really?
She's my BFF. And we have been following you since the crazy cat day dog crazy thing. My past husband's a veterinarian, so I already had a crazy cat house. I'm like, so I tell her this the other day. I go, you're not going to believe. And then here you are. I'm like, what a little world. But
I love Aunt Jackie. And Tyson died. Tyson was the cat. I created a cat audience to make fun of my neighbor's cat that was peeing on my lawn furniture. And Tyson passed away. He got hit by a car. It was really sad because I don't have any content for my site. That's the only reason why I cared that cat died, because I was so tired of him peeing on my lawn furniture.
See, I could have helped you with the training of a cat.
To do with his death.
It wasn't her cat to train.
My cat.
Oh my goodness.
I did what everybody does whenever a cat is a nuisance in your neighborhood, and I made a viral page about that cat. And
she did.
Hundreds of thousands of people following me when I was being sarcastic with this cat. And then I started selling so many cat tchotchkes.
Oh, I know.
It was ridiculous the amount of cat tchotchkes these people were buying. I was just like, anyways, I did miss Tyson a little bit now that I'm on this.
All right, so we're going to close up. I will be on live chat a little bit more over the weekend. We usually don't admit that just because Rachel and I are leaving. We'll be out of town early next week, which just means live chat will be a little bit slower, but we were there. And then you'll see Janine on Monday and Wednesday for those of you in agency school. So have an amazing weekend.
Bye, guys. Bye. Love y'all.